Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cincinnati Reds. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last three starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Leading off for Kansas City,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch of the at-bat. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Into the box now, Ramon Torres. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Pinheiro shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Roy, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In is Jorge Soler. He comes in at 262 on the year. 13 home runs and 31 RBIs. Comes set and the 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2-2 to Jorge Soler. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Line drive to center field, and he dives to make a spectacular. Sean Manaea will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, hard to be any better than this guy was in this last start. Only allowed 1 run, and he went deep in the game, and he took a real hard, tough luck start. Let's see if the results can be any better, and if he pitches the same way he did in his last one. Tough luck loss.
The 1-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's stolen 40 bases already this season, and I wanted to see if his speed comes to play in this one. He impacts a lot of games with his legs, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he does that again here today.
And this is taken in for the second out. Into the box, Joey Votto looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping up now, Doug Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Into the box, Alex Gordon, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Comes in here right at 260. 13 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. Ready with the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Here it comes, 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll be back in standing up. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. A 2-run shot here for Alex Gordon, number 14 on the season, and the Royals have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Standing in now, Sean Manaea. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an interleague game.
Stepping in now, Whit Merrifield. 1-0 the count.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton. A pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Pinheiro is right there as he takes it for the second out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Melky Cabrera, flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hamilton looking up. Gone! A 2-run shot for Melky Cabrera, number 13 for him on the year, and the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, Jose Lobaton.
Jose Lobaton.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Childers comes up with it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Royals 5 and the Reds nothing. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Alex Gordon. Originally drafted as a third baseman out of the University of Nebraska, he's had to move to the outfield. Not only move there, but now he's a multiple Gold Glove winner with unbelievable range and a strong, accurate arm.
Digging in, Darwin Barney. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Oh, and he misses it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Soler is there. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Shane Pinheiro.
Ready now for Cincinnati. Shane Pinheiro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Great American Ballpark. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hamilton going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler, number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. In now, Doug Fletcher. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Ripped down the first base line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Alex Gordon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 2-0. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky. Stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Standing in now, Sean Manaea. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Looped out toward third. 1 there on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Yuri Maya is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Whit Merrifield. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we take a look there at the Kansas City team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on this Royals ball club. So next to the plate for the Royals, Ramon Torres. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. He pulls this one into right. Pinheiro is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Royals lead it 8-0. Ready now, Doug Mayer. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cabrera moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
At the plate, Jose Peraza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number one.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Skied into straightaway right. Soler on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Keurimea. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Fletcher is over to take a look at it, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Starting to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order, still 8-0. Now at the plate, Melky Cabrera, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. 0-1. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hamilton. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's the look of the final line for the Reds starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jose Lobaton, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In is Jorge Soler. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is a changeup offered at and missed. Lobaton, base runner at first with 1 out. Here's a high pop-up. Votto has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. 8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error so far for Kansas City. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for Kansas City as the lead holds at 8-0. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box now, Jimmy Childers. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here. 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Doug Fletcher. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. Votto is there for it. 1 down.
Center fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Digging in now, Alex Gordon. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And right into the shift. Throw on to first, and Gordon is retired here for the second out.
The pitcher, number 55.
Stepping into the box, Sean Manaea, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is the catcher Devin Meser. Rocco stands in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensive.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Right over the middle, knee high. Mesoraco aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to the left side. Dozier brings it in to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, right fielder.
Into the box now, Shane Pinheiro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bounce it to the left side. Dozier scoops it up. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Whit Merrifield, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Ramon Torres hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Melky Cabrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Jose Lobaton. No balls and a strike to count. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. Hit back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Standing in now, Hunter Dozier. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
In now, Doug Fletcher. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there, that's clean. 3 for 4, he's looking locked in.
Alan Gordon.
Stepping in now, Alex Gordon. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the 0-1. Hit to first. Taken in by Votto. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. At the plate, Doug Mayer to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Mayer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Into the box now, Keury Maya. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Reds leave 1. They trail in this one 11-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Next up for the Royals, the pitcher, Sean Manaea. He was a ground out victim last time up. Popped him up. Peraza over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
with Merrifield next to hit. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Towards second. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box, Ramon Torres. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Votto is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Left fielder number 53.
Here's Melky Cabrera, who went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1 home. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Roy ready once again. Jimmy Childers. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Cabrera's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In now for the Reds, Devin Mesoraco. He singled his last time up. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. Striding in once again, Jose Lobaton. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. In there, and it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And look out as this runs up and spins him out of the way.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you can see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home is put in play to the right side of the infield. Peraza going to have to hurry. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Standing in, Jorge Soler. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Striding in, Hunter Dozier. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Soler leads off first with 1 away. Ready with the 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? Settling in now, Darwin Barney. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fastball called for strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. And he takes strike 2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
In the air now out to left field. And that's in there. Base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. And here's Jose Peraza. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail in this one 11-0. Coming to the plate now, Doug Fletcher. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Waiting his turn on deck is Alex Gordon. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Center fielder, number 4.
Now to the plate, Alex Gordon. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mayer arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. The pitcher, Sean Manaea, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Patrick Kivlahan will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Brian Flynn will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. takes strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Stepping up to the plate, Billy Hamilton. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The Reds down to their last strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that is going to put an end to this one. And the Royals have earned a sweep here in this brief two-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sean Manaea earned his 9th win of the year. Brett Anderson was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 11 runs on an even 20 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.